What if I told you that one of the simplest, most affordable fruits in your kitchen could act like brain fuel, protecting your memory, sharpening your focus, and even slowing the effects of aging? I'm talking about blueberries. Tiny, everyday berries that you can find in almost any grocery store. Yet they've caught the attention of neuroscientists and nutrition experts around the world. These little berries are more than just a sweet snack. They're loaded with a special class of compounds called anthocyanins, the pigments that give blueberries their deep blue-purple color. And here's where it gets fascinating. Anthocyanins don't just sit in your stomach. They actually cross the blood-brain barrier, meaning they can directly influence brain cells. Dozens of peer-reviewed studies have found that regular blueberry consumption is linked to better memory, improved learning speed, and stronger concentration. Some clinical trials even show measurable changes in brain activity on MRI scans, with greater blood flow to the hippocampus, the region responsible for memory and learning. So the big question is, can something as simple as adding blueberries to your breakfast or daily snack really sharpen your memory and protect your brain health as you age? Today, we're going to dive deep into the science, explore the evidence, and show you exactly how these tiny berries might be one of the most powerful brain foods you'll ever eat. But before we dive in, I'd love to know, where are you tuning in from today? Leave a comment below with your city or country. I always enjoy seeing where everyone's watching from. It creates a sense of connection, no matter how far apart we may be. And don't forget to like this video and subscribe for more wellness tips like these. You really don't want to miss what's coming next. As we age, our brains go through changes that can affect how we think, learn, and remember. You might notice small lapses, forgetting where you left your keys, struggling to recall a name, or needing more time to process new information. Many people dismiss this as just part of getting older. But the truth is, there's more happening beneath the surface. Much of this decline is driven by two silent forces: oxidative stress and inflammation. Oxidative stress occurs when unstable molecules, known as free radicals, build up in the brain. Think of them like sparks that slowly burn and damage neurons, the cells responsible for memory and communication. At the same time, chronic inflammation acts like a fire that doesn't go out, further damaging brain tissue and interfering with the connections between neurons. Over time, these two processes chip away at brain health, leading not only to memory problems but also to reduced mental clarity, slower reaction times, and in some cases, higher risk of neurodegenerative diseases like Alzheimer's. But here's the good news. Protecting your brain isn't only about preventing disease. It's about preserving what makes life meaningful. Your independence, your sharpness, your ability to engage fully with loved ones, and your confidence in making decisions. Supporting your brain today means protecting the very quality of life you'll enjoy tomorrow. Blueberries may look small, but inside, they're loaded with a powerful group of natural compounds called anthocyanins. These are the pigments responsible for their deep blue-purple color. And they're not just for looks. Anthocyanins are like tiny bodyguards for your brain, working on several fronts to keep it sharp and resilient. First, let's talk about their antioxidant action. Every day, your brain is exposed to unstable molecules called free radicals. Think of free radicals like sparks that can burn through the delicate wiring of your neurons. Over time, this oxidative stress leads to cell damage, memory decline, and faster brain aging. Anthocyanins step in like shields, neutralizing those sparks before they can cause harm. Next is their anti-inflammatory effect. Inflammation in the brain is often invisible. It doesn't cause pain like inflammation in your joints might, but it silently disrupts communication between neurons and contributes to conditions like Alzheimer's and Parkinson's. Anthocyanins help put out this fire, calming the inflammatory signals that interfere with memory and mental clarity. And here's where it gets even more exciting: neuroplasticity. Studies suggest that compounds in blueberries can increase levels of brain-derived neurotrophic factor, or BDNF. This is a protein your brain uses to grow new neurons and strengthen connections between existing ones. In simple terms, BDNF is like fertilizer for your brain, making it easier to learn, adapt, and remember. Almost like rewiring your brain to work more like it did when you were younger. So, to put it simply, blueberries don't just protect your brain from damage. They actively support repair, growth, and sharper function, helping your brain act, feel, and even perform more like a younger brain. Let's look at what the research actually shows about blueberries and the brain. A clinical trial published in the Journal of Agricultural and Food Chemistry, 2012, tested seniors who were already beginning to experience mild memory problems. For 12 weeks, one group drank blueberry juice daily, while the other received a placebo. By the end of the study, the blueberry group showed significant improvements in memory recall and learning tasks, suggesting that even short-term dietary changes can make a measurable difference in brain function. A 2017 meta-review in Frontiers in Aging Neuroscience examined multiple human trials and concluded that blueberry intake enhances attention, executive function, and episodic memory in older adults. These are exactly the skills we rely on for problem-solving, decision-making, and remembering important details in daily life. The benefits aren't just for seniors. A 2010 study in the journal Nutrition tested school-aged children and found that just one serving of blueberries, whether in juice or whole fruit, boosted working memory and attention within a few hours. This shows that blueberries can deliver both short-term brain fuel and long-term protection. Perhaps the most fascinating evidence comes from MRI studies. These scans reveal that consistent blueberry consumption increases blood flow to the hippocampus, the brain's memory hub. Better blood flow means more oxygen and nutrients delivered to neurons, improving both brain performance today and resilience against decline tomorrow. Blueberries don't just work in one area of the brain. They deliver both immediate cognitive boosts, helping you focus and remember better within hours, and long-term protection against age-related cognitive decline. Now comes the practical question. How much should you actually eat to see results? Nutrition experts suggest about 1 cup per day, roughly a generous handful. This amount has been used in many of the clinical studies showing memory and cognitive benefits. The beauty is that blueberries are low in calories, about 80 per cup, yet rich in fiber and antioxidants, making them a nutrient-dense choice. Don't worry if fresh blueberries aren't always available. Research shows that frozen blueberries retain nearly the same levels of antioxidants and anthocyanins because freezing locks in their nutrients. In fact, some frozen varieties may even have higher antioxidant activity since they're frozen immediately after harvest. Easy ways to enjoy them daily. Smoothies. Blend 1 cup of blueberries with spinach, almond milk, and a spoonful of chia seeds for a powerhouse brain-boosting breakfast. Breakfast toppers. Sprinkle blueberries on oatmeal or Greek yogurt, adding both flavor and brain-protective nutrients. Salads. Toss them into mixed greens with walnuts and goat cheese for a refreshing, antioxidant-rich twist. Snacks. Keep a bag of frozen blueberries in the freezer for a simple grab-and-go treat. No preparation needed. Eating blueberries once in a while won't move the needle much. The studies that showed real improvements in memory involved daily intake over weeks or months. That's because your brain benefits from the cumulative effect of antioxidants reducing inflammation and supporting new neural connections over time. In short, make blueberries a daily habit, not an occasional treat. Your brain will thank you in both the short and long run. For an even greater brain boost, don't just eat blueberries alone. Pair them with the right partners. Walnuts. These nuts are one of the richest plant-based sources of omega-3 fatty acids, ALA. Omega-3s strengthen and protect brain cell membranes, keeping them flexible for efficient communication between neurons. Studies published in the Journal of Nutrition, Health and Aging have shown that regular walnut consumption is linked to better cognitive performance and slower brain aging. When combined with blueberries, the anthocyanins, antioxidants, from the berries reduce oxidative stress, while the omega-3s stabilize nerve cells, creating a double layer of defense for memory and focus. Almonds. Almonds provide vitamin E, an antioxidant known for its role in slowing age-related cognitive decline. A 2014 study in Public Health Nutrition found that higher vitamin E intake was associated with a lower risk of Alzheimer's disease. Eating almonds alongside blueberries enhances the antioxidant network in the brain, protecting neurons from damage while supporting sharper thinking. Greek yogurt. Your brain isn't only influenced by what happens in your head, it's deeply connected to your gut. Greek yogurt is rich in probiotics, which nourish healthy gut bacteria. These bacteria produce compounds like short-chain fatty acids that communicate with the brain through the gut-brain axis, influencing memory, mood, and even stress resilience. A 2017 study in Frontiers in Aging Neuroscience found that probiotics may improve memory and reduce anxiety in older adults. Pairing yogurt with blueberries not only supports this gut-brain pathway, but also helps absorb fat-soluble antioxidants more efficiently. By eating blueberries with walnuts, almonds, or yogurt, you're combining polyphenol, omega-3s, vitamin E, and probiotics. A nutrient team that supports memory, mood, focus, and long-term brain resilience far more effectively than any of these foods on their own. Try a morning parfait with blueberries, Greek yogurt, and crushed walnuts. Or snack on a small handful of almonds with a cup of frozen blueberries. These simple combinations work together to fuel your brain all day. Blueberries aren't just another tasty fruit you toss into a smoothie. They're one of the most scientifically validated brain foods available. Research consistently shows that their anthocyanins and other bioactive compounds protect neurons by neutralizing free radicals, slowing down cellular aging, boost blood flow to the brain, especially the hippocampus, the region crucial for learning and memory, reduce inflammation, which is now recognized as a hidden driver behind Alzheimer's and other forms of cognitive decline, preserve memory and focus, helping you stay sharp and independent as you age. Think of it this way. Every handful of blueberries is like giving your brain a natural armor against the wear and tear of time. Now I'd love to hear from you. Would you commit to eating a cup of blueberries a day for sharper memory? Or maybe you're already adding them to your morning smoothies, yogurt bowls, or even baked into oatmeal. Share your favorite way to enjoy blueberries in the comments. Your idea might inspire someone else to start protecting their brain today. If you found this video helpful, give it a thumbs up. Subscribe to Healthy Life for more science-backed wellness tips. And don't forget to share this video with a friend or loved one who wants to keep their brain strong and sharp. Because sometimes, the smartest investment in your memory isn't a supplement or a pill. It's as simple as a small bowl of blueberries. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.